Hey girls, welcome to my channel. My name is Bridget Marie and this is Bridget Marie TV. I am a licensed esthetician in California and Arizona, and today I'm going to be giving you the best tips to preparing for your first Brazilian wax. The first tip I have for you is make sure you are drinking a ton of water and exfoliating in the days leading up to your first Brazilian wax. Drinking a lot of water keeps your skin hydrated, which is totally important when it comes to waxing. When it comes to exfoliating, this helps to soften the skin so that the hair pulls out a little bit easier for your esthetician. So make sure you are drinking plenty of water and exfoliating. The second tip, make sure you breathe. Literally, your esthetician has seen it all. This is what we do for a living, and we are there to make sure that you're comfortable, that your cares are being met. So don't worry about feeling uncomfortable. Just breathe. The third thing, girl, I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. Make sure you take a shower before you go to your first wax. Make sure you are cleaning yourself appropriately for your sake and for your esthetician. We are not doctors, we are not nurses. Well, some are nurses, but for the most part, most estheticians are not nurses. And for us to be exposed to something that is not within our scope of practice is not acceptable for us. And so in order to make sure that you're confident, that you're comfortable, take a shower before you get to your appointment. The fourth tip for you, I'm not a doctor or a nurse like I've said, but if you do happen to take any Tylenol or ibuprofen before your appointment, make sure that it's at least 35 to 45 minutes before, not right before you come in, because it's not going to do anything for you. The fifth tip that I have for you, do not schedule your Brazilian wax, your first Brazilian wax, before your period. I'm talking a week before your period. For some of us who have like PMDD or anything like that, probably not the second week before your period either. You want to get it that first and second week, not the third and fourth week before your period, because the pain is a lot more. I'm not saying that to scare you, but right before our periods, we tend to be very sensitive. Our skin is sensitive, so ripping hair out of the follicles hurts. I am totally fine getting a Brazilian wax when it is not close to my period. When it is, I will straight jump off the table. Like, it hurts that much more for me. So if you're similar and you have a lower pain tolerance before your period, do not book your first Brazilian during that time, because that will make you not want to come back for your second, third, fourth, fifth. You're not going to want to keep doing it. So make sure you don't book before your period. The sixth tip I have for you is I want you to mentally prepare for a little bit of pain, regardless if it's by your period or if you've taken pain meds or if you have like a high pain tolerance. There is pain that is associated with a Brazilian wax. We are literally ripping hair out of the follicle. And so there is a certain amount of pain that you can expect. Like I said, if you do the other tips and you kind of avoid certain time frames and periods, it'll go a lot easier for you. So just remember that though. Mentally prepare for the fact that, yeah, it's gonna hurt, girl. The seventh tip that I have for you is do not drink alcohol before your first appointment or your second appointment or your third or any other appointment. Alcohol constricts the blood vessels. It makes you dehydrated, which can lead to a more painful experience. Not only that, your esthetician does not need to see you drunk or need to see you tipsy or anything like that. We're both adults. Your esthetician is a professional. She expects a certain thing from you as her client, and that is one of them. Do not show up tipsy. Do not show up drunk. It doesn't help the situation at all, believe me. So those were 7 tips to help you prepare for your first Brazilian wax. I know it can be stressful coming into a situation that you've never been a part of, but these are some of the things that you can kind of think of before you book your appointment, before you even go in. And just remember that your esthetician is a professional. We went to school for this. We've seen a lot of different things. We want to make sure that you're comfortable. That's like our number one priority, that you're safe and that you're comfortable and that we are also safe and comfortable. So don't feel ashamed, don't feel embarrassed, because we've seen a lot of different shapes and sizes, and literally this is our job. We're paid to rip out hair, and so we don't get easily shocked. So just remember that. Remember to prepare for a little bit of pain. And don't book before your period for sure. But these tips will definitely help you. And I'm wishing you luck on your first Brazilian wax.